What's up everyone? My name's Lily. Welcome to my channel. I've really been wanting to make more long content versus short form content on TikTok, and YouTube is obviously the best platform for that. You know, there's really no time like the present, so I figured I gotta just start the ball rolling somewhere. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about my skateboarding journey. I always get questions when I started skating, how did you get into skating and stuff like that, and that is all going to be answered throughout this video, and I'm really just going to go over my whole skateboarding journey from start to finish. Alright, I think this story goes back to actually 2014. So I'm going to reference this probably a few times throughout this video, but just for some background, I played competitive soccer throughout my whole life. Soccer was definitely my main sport, like it was definitely my whole life, and skating was kind of just a side hobby. I never really took it that seriously. And also the main thing is like I never wanted to get hurt skating because of soccer. I was a goalie pretty much most of my life, so getting hurt at all in skating, I couldn't play soccer, and that was like my life. So me and my neighbor Noah, who I'll also reference throughout this video, pretty much started skating around the same time together, and we've been skating together ever since. So of course around this time, I think it was like more throughout 8th grade and freshman year of high school, I was kind of just like getting into skating. I think my older sister had a skateboard when I was little, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. So obviously I didn't really know where to start with skating, so naturally I resorted to YouTube, probably like a lot of you. So of course, Braille skateboarding is the main channel I would watch. I watched like all other videos. I just wanted to learn how to skate. But of course, all I really did was ollies and shells for the longest time. It's so funny because like I thought they were like the coolest people, and like it was my dream to meet them at the time and everything. So honestly, throughout high school, pretty much the only tricks I could do were ollies, shells, and frontside 180s. Like that's all I ever did on anything. And you know, like I said, I never really took skating that seriously. I never put the time in or really the commitment to like actually be a good skater and progress. I guess you could say I was kind of just like comfortable and content only knowing how to do like 3 tricks. So then in the summer of 2016, I went to VidCon for the first time, which was really cool because I got to meet Josh Katz and Garrett Jenner, and I watched both their videos on YouTube. Like besides Braille, I also watched Revive and Garrett Jenner too. So yeah, from 2016 to the next summer, I pretty much did the same tricks. Like I could 50-50 like a really small box, maybe a curb, and you know, basic stuff like that. So the next summer rolls around, I come to VidCon again, it's 2017, and then I see the Braille skateboarding booth at VidCon, and I see Gabe standing there. And I remember so vividly, I was so nervous to ask like anyone in general for a picture, but I remember I walked past it and I was like with my mom, and I was like, oh, that was Gabe from Braille skateboarding, and I was like all nervous, and she's like, oh, do you want a picture? And I was like, yeah, so I kind of like awkwardly walked back even though I just walked past it, and I got a picture with Gabe, and here's that picture. As you can tell, I was super awkward, so not much has changed, but yeah. Alright, flash forward. Boom, I'm done with high school, I graduated, and I'm going into my first year of college, summer of 2017. So at this point, I had already planned to go play soccer for 2 years at a community college in San Diego, so I was already set on playing soccer, so again, skateboarding was always just a side thing for me. So for some reason, a lot of the story revolves around me and VidCon, but I promise it's all part of it. So here I am walking back to the convention center, and none other than Aaron Cairo holds the door open for me. I just remember thinking like, wow, you're so tall. I was like so shocked, but I remember being like, oh my god, like I've watched your videos for so long, like you taught me so much in skateboarding and all that kind of stuff. And it's funny, I actually remember texting Noah, and I still have that screenshot, so here's that. But yeah, I was definitely internally freaking out at the time, because again, although I had skated for a few years, I wouldn't say I was really a skater per se. Like, I skated, but I never put the time into my craft or anything like that. Like I said, I was like so committed to soccer, and that was my whole life. And kind of around this time, I was still at a point where I was trying to decide if when I transferred to UC Santa Cruz, if I would continue to play soccer there competitively or just play intramural and kind of just stop playing soccer essentially. So flash forward to the summer of 2019. And you know, obviously at this point, like it was decided I wasn't gonna play soccer when I transferred, like I just wanted to focus more on school. So boom, VidCon again, I know. So it's actually funny, this time around VidCon I actually got a picture with Gabe and Aaron. I saw them walking around and I walked up to them. And it's kind of funny because I feel like I grew so much, not just in height but as a person in general since that first picture I had with Gabe. So this time I was a lot less nervous. I think I was a lot less of a fangirl and more just someone who just enjoyed their content and just really looked up to them, I guess. I just wanted to be like them. I just wanted to have that much fun in skateboarding and progress all the time, learn all these new tricks. And I was finally at a point where skateboarding could start to become more of an impact in my life. And it was cool because I had a more casual conversation with them, and I think around this time they started having more girl skaters on their channel, like Haley Isaac and Emma Skates. And so I remember I even talked to them about that. I told them it was really cool and pretty inspiring too. Because like I said, for me, it was around this time, around 2-ish years ago, where I was like, okay, I'm done playing soccer, I can finally start actually skating. So I think for me, this is why I usually tell people I started taking skating seriously around 2 years ago, because that's pretty much the truth. But honestly, I had 6 months in person at UC Santa Cruz before COVID, and I really didn't put that much time into skating because obviously my classes got busy, I lived on campus, I couldn't go to the skate park that often, and we weren't allowed to skate on campus. So I feel like I was only able to go a couple times a month, but I'll throw up some clips from my time at Santa Cruz and you can see how it progressed since then. So I definitely learned more stuff while I was there, I gained some more confidence in skating, but I think in March of 2020, when I moved back home and COVID started, is when I started progressing the most, I would say. But guess what? I came back home and I broke my elbow skating on a dumb trick, and I couldn't skate for 6 weeks. So after that comes the summer of 2020. I think this is when I stopped really caring what people think and just started posting on TikTok for fun. I mostly started to post on TikTok because I really wanted to document my progress in skating and just see how far I've come. And even looking back at when I started posting now, it's pretty interesting to see how far I've come. But then I think I started to like it more than I initially thought I would. And I think maybe people saw something in me, some sense of relatability in my skate journey, and something that they could document too. I don't really know. And since then, I think I posted my first actual skate TikTok on August 2nd of 2020, so just a little over a year ago, which is so crazy of me. And despite everything, I think it's honestly been one of the best years of my life so far. Especially because I think in the past year, I've done more skating than I have probably in my entire life combined. It was crazy. In October of 2020, Braille followed me on TikTok, which I was mind blown, childhood complete, after all those years of watching them on YouTube. Then in November of 2020, they launched their official Braille skateboarding app, and with that came the Braille Army Plus membership, which I'm a part of and have been a part of since then. And with that came the members only private Discord. Okay, this is gonna sound like such an advertisement, but it's genuine, it comes from the heart. No one paid me to advertise the Discord or anything, but I'm just speaking from the heart, okay? If it wasn't for this Discord, I definitely wouldn't be where I am in skating today. Which might not be saying a lot, but I definitely have progressed a lot since then and have gained a lot of confidence in skating. Especially in the beginning of the Discord, we would have voice calls with the Braille team members pretty weekly, and it was the coolest thing ever, just being able to casually talk to them pretty much like friends and not as a fangirl. And it's crazy, I think about a week or so after the launch of the Discord, I was able to land my first kickflip with the help of all of them in there, especially Aaron Cairo, of course, but a lot of them gave me such good tips and really just the motivation they gave me to want to land the kickflip. I might not have landed another one till February because I was scared, but that's besides the point. And not only that, but I made some pretty lifelong and awesome skate friends through the Discord. Actually, shout out to my homie Lance, we were actually able to meet up in Arizona when I was there. But yeah, you guys know who you are, you're the OGs, so yeah. And it'd be so sick to skate with more of them someday, they're all homies for life. And that goes the same for TikTok too. I've definitely met some awesome TikTok skater friends through there. Whether I've skated with them in person or not, they're still homies for life. You know who you are, okay? So yeah, throughout those months from November to April-ish, I definitely progressed a lot through skating. Definitely with the help of all my homies on the Discord. They're always giving me tips and motivation to want to land certain tricks and just really helped me a lot. Then in May of 2020, me and Noah went on a Northern California skate trip. So one of the days we were in San Jose skating, and Aaron Cairo happened to go live on Instagram, and I decided to join it. I was getting pretty tired at the skate park anyways, and he told me and Noah to come to the Braille house, and honestly I thought he was kidding at first, but he was being for real, so we bolted out of that skate park and drove over there. It was about a 30-minute drive, and it was definitely worth it, to say the least. I feel like it was definitely one of the more surreal experiences of my life, just because, you know, every skater knows the Braille house is so iconic. Like, it's everyone's dream to skate there, I feel like. And it was just so cool because it felt like I was just hanging out with my friends. Like, it was just an awesome time skating and just having laughs and everything like that. Like, especially because we had all talked on the Discord before, it just felt so normal. It was not weird at all or anything like that. So since then, honestly, like, that was about 2 months ago, I feel like I've progressed more than I ever have. Like, I have kickflips so consistently now, which I could have never dreamed of happening. I feel like after being there at the Braille house and being in that environment, like, I just wanted to progress so much and just, like, be better because I was surrounded by like-minded people. I'm usually really hard on myself, especially in skating. I always think I'm, like, not good enough and things like that, but after the Braille house trip, I kind of put in perspective that, you know, I'm doing my own pace in skating, and that's okay, and I'm still progressing and trying to learn something new every day. So then we come up to about a week ago, and I actually got to go to the Braille house again. And it's so crazy because I had the mindset that I really wanted to do the 5-stair. I've only done a 4-stair so far prior to this, so I was like, I am going to do the Braille house 5-stair. And it's crazy because last time I was there, which was only like 2 months prior, there's no way I would have done it. And it's pretty funny because I popped over it a few times and then Chris was like, oh, you got it, just commit. And I just did it. Like, it's so crazy how that's all you really need sometimes, that little push, that little motivation to help you. So whether they realize it or not, Braille has had a pretty big impact on my skate journey. And they've all helped me in skating in some way or another. And I hope I can continue to push myself to be a better skater and just keep progressing. And I really hope I can inspire more people to learn how to skate, because I think that's like the coolest feeling ever. I definitely wouldn't trade all the bruises, the potties, all those slams and frustrations for anything in the world. Because at the end of the day, I do it for the fun, I do it for the love of skating. So yeah, I hope if you're able to get anything out of this video, is that you can learn how to skate. It doesn't matter where you come from or where you start. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to even do an ollie. You can skate, you can progress, and that's all that matters. You know, especially if you have such an awesome community of friends or people at the skate park that you can skate with, that motivation from other people helps so much in skating. You know, and if not, if you only have yourself to skate with, you can always watch Braille or Revive or any other skate YouTubers, because that's pretty much what I did, and I think I turned out okay. So although skating can be really hard, especially at first, you can do it, you can be a skater, I promise. Just keep shredding and progressing, you got this. My goal and mindset right now is every time I go skating, I'm trying to learn something new, so maybe you can implement that into your mindset too. Alright, so I hope this video cleared up any of your confusion on my skate journey. I feel like it honestly helped me figure out my skate journey too. So yeah, I hope you stick around for more videos. I promise they'll get more entertaining than this one. This is kind of just a sit-down video. But yeah, I'm gonna do the cliche thing. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends if you think it was interesting. But yeah, keep shredding. I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace out.